Hello and welcome back. My name is Amanda. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and today we're talking about anxiety. Again, one of my favorite topics because I've seen it so often, and most of the time, people don't even know that they have it until they come to counseling. So I'm here to tell you a little bit about what it looks like. This is going to be a series, so I'm going to be talking a little bit more. You'll get to hear about what I call feeding the anxiety monster in one of the upcoming videos. But today, this is just kind of an intro to what does it look like. So the first thing I want you to know is you are not alone. In today's world, so many people are affected by anxiety. Even if they look like they've got it all together, anxiety is not something that you can see in people. So don't think that just because no one else is talking about it means that they are not struggling with it. So let's start by clearing up this one misconception. Anxiety is not always a formal diagnosis. It can be, but sometimes it's just a feeling that comes and feeling that goes. It's patterns of thoughts and emotions and physical sensations. So just because you are experiencing anxiety does not necessarily mean that you have textbook generalized anxiety disorder or panic disorder or any of those things. But even if you did meet that criteria, anxiety is not a lifelong diagnosis, friends. So just because you're experiencing it in this season doesn't mean it'll always be that way. So what does it look like? A lot of times people can pinpoint the physical sensations. Maybe it's your heart races when you think about certain things or when you go to a certain place. Maybe it's sweating, just not being able to sit still, you're moving a lot, or you're overthinking, thinking about the worst case scenario a lot of times or what can go wrong. Those are some examples of what it looks like to feel anxious. You might notice that when those things come up, you might start avoiding certain people, certain places, conversations, things that you maybe really used to love to do now feel a little bit scary. And without even really giving it a whole lot of thought, you've kind of started to avoid them. I can't tell you how many people that I've talked to and they've said, I didn't even realize that we're not supposed to feel this way or that I don't have to feel this way. That's why it's so helpful to give it a name. I know that a lot of times if you're here, it's probably because you're a Christian. If you're not, that's okay. You're welcome here too. But sometimes Christians want to stray away from the word anxiety because we don't want to give it power. And guys, if you know what it is, you can fight it. We don't have to accept that this is your identity. It's certainly not. But we have to acknowledge what's going on so that we know how to treat it. So let's name it. If you're experiencing anxiety, that does not mean that there's something wrong with you. That doesn't mean that it's always going to be that way. It means we got some work to do. Your body and your mind are signaling alarms that something is wrong. And we're going to learn how to approach it with wisdom, not with fear and not with avoidance. So here's something I want you to hear. If you didn't already know this, anxiety is not your identity. It's not who you are, not who you are created to be. It may be something you're experiencing in this season, but God has created you with the ability and the authority to find freedom from it. So let's search for that. In this next video, we're going to talk a little bit more about the sneaky ways you can see it come up. We'll talk more about the feeding the anxiety monster and, of course, how to starve the anxiety monster. So make sure you're checking back for those. In the meantime, know that God is with you. He is for you and He sees you. You don't have to run from Him just because you're experiencing these things. Run to Him. He has the solution. He is the solution. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.